Hello, my name is Joel Gudger. I'm a member of a team of mentors that developed an innovative financial empowerment program designed to end the wealth gap in our community in one generation. The reason for this presentation is that we're looking for people to help us get the word out about this innovative program. And for those that we choose to work with, we will offer you a very generous profit sharing program that can make a huge difference in your life. In just a few moments, I'm going to give you the details of this program. But first, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. As I mentioned earlier, my name is Joel Gudger. I'm a pilot for United Airlines, and I fly Boeing 777 aircraft all over the world. In addition to my passion for flying airplanes, I have a passion for mentoring people to reach their dreams in aviation and beyond. I am honored to say that I have changed the lives of literally hundreds of people throughout my career mentoring. However, even with all of our success, we've had our heartbreaks as well. You see, I found that the single biggest challenge that the people I mentor face is a lack of resources to fund their education and their training. In other words, we suffer from a wealth gap that has led to a opportunity gap. And I've seen people struggle because of this opportunity gap. And I found myself being in a position of being a cheerleader saying, "Hey, don't give up, keep going. I know you don't have the money right now, but something's going to come through." But I've actually seen people lose their dreams simply because they did not have the funds to fund their education and their training. And let me tell you, there's very few things in life that is heartbreaking as losing a dream. I wanted to provide something more tangible than mere heartfelt words of encouragement. And I realized that if we're going to end the opportunity gap, we must first end the wealth gap. And so this inspired me to go back to school and start studying everything I can get my hands on pertaining to building personal wealth. I went to seminars, spent thousands of dollars at seminars and workshops. I even went to the same uh, class and took the same course as financial planners take who specialize in putting together investment portfolios. This is a screenshot of a certificate that I received from the Institute of Business and Finance for a certified fund specialist. Now, I did this not because I wanted to be a financial planner. I did this because I wanted to get that peek behind the curtain of building personal wealth. And I took that information and I put together a financial empowerment program designed specifically with our community in mind. Here's my vision. It is my vision that every man, woman, and child in our community will have both the knowledge and the means to escape the burdens of debt and to build a bright, financially secure future. Our children will have a financial head start in life that is so great that no dream would be beyond their reach. Now, I know that in order to achieve my vision, I need partners. And in order to enlist partners, I need to present a strong win win incentive that will be beneficial to all who are involved. And so you win because you will receive the same financial blueprint that allowed myself and my fellow mentors to become millionaires. It is the same blueprint to enable you to build a financially secure future free from the burdens of debt. And it's the same blueprint that will enable you to build generational wealth for you and your family. You will also receive a lucrative profit sharing program to enable you to put that blueprint into action. In other words, it's nice. It is very nice to have the knowledge of how to build wealth. We need that knowledge, but if you don't have the means in order to put that blueprint into action and put that knowledge into action, it doesn't do you very much good. Does that make sense? So this profit sharing program is going to give you the means to put that blueprint into action. It's going to give you the means to free yourself from the burdens of debt, be it student loans or credit card debt. You can get that burden out of your life. It'll give you the means to make ends meet if that's what you're struggling with. And more importantly, it will give you the means to build that bright and financially secure future. So let me give you the details of the profit sharing plan. First off, it is a two-tiered affiliate plan, which was made popular by Jeff Bezos of Amazon.com. Now, the reason I chose a two-tier plan because I wanted this program to have the capability of richly rewarding you for your efforts. In other words, if you're willing to step up and take action and put the effort in, this program will have the capability of literally changing your life. So, first off, let me tell you, you do not have to be a salesperson. That's my job. All I need you to do is simply refer people to our online sales webinars. That's it. Refer them to our online sales webinars. And if a sale is made uh, from the person who you refer to our webinar, you will receive $125 for every direct sale. That's your portion of the profit. Now, if that person that you refer, if they go out and they refer somebody to our online webinar, that person is going to also receive $125 for direct sale, and you will also receive $125 for every indirect sale. What does this do? This gives you the power of leverage. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say, for example, you referred 10 people to go to our online webinar, our sales webinar. And those 10 people, they end up buying the course. So what that means is you will receive 10 times $125 on your first tier, which will come out to $1,250. Now keep in mind, I'm going to be offering the same incentive to the people who you refer. I'm going to give them that same incentive and that same profit sharing program so that they can go out and do this as well. Now, let's say that those 10 people, they all went out and they referred 10 people each to actually go to our sales webinar and then end up buying the course. So if that was the case, you would receive 100 times $125 on your second tier for a total of $12,500. And when you add your first tier and your second tier together, that will come out to $13,750. Does that make sense, guys? Now, let me just kind of put a chart together to kind of give you an idea of how this looks. We talked about if you refer 10 people to our webinars and those 10 people bought the course, and if they went out and they also told uh, uh, 10 people each, we talked about it would be $13,750. Let's say you referred 50 people to our online webinar, and those 50 people, they go out and each tell 10 people each, just like the previous example. In that case, you will receive $6,250 on your first tier for those people that you referred. But get this, guys, you will receive 500 times $125, which will total $62,500. And when you add the first tier and the second tier together, that comes out to $68,750. Let's say you referred 100 people, and those 100 people, they just refer 10 people each. That's it. In that case, on your first tier, you will receive 100 times that $125, which will come out to $12,500. But on your second tier, in this example, you would receive 1,000 times $125, which comes out to $125,000. And when you add your first tier and your second tier together, it will come out to a total of 137. I'm sorry, tongue twister. $137,000 and 500. It's hard for me to say that. So let me just make it round. $137,000. And the reason, again, guys, that I chose this system is because I want this system to reward your efforts The more effort you put in, the more it can reward you. For example, if you refer 100 people to buy the program, to the webinars, they buy the program, and let's say those 100 people, they also go out and they each refer 100 people. In that example, you would receive $1.2 million. In other words, guys, there's no limit to how much this profit sharing program can produce for you. So let's talk about how you can create a 6 or 7 figure income with something called the snowball effect and using this profit sharing program. So, what is the snowball effect? The snowball effect is basically success creating success. I want you to picture kind of like a snowball starting off at the top of the hill is a very little tiny little snowball. And as that tiny snowball is rolling down the hill, it's picking up more and more snow as it rolls down to the hill. So that by the time it gets down to the bottom of the hill, what started off as a tiny little snowball ends up being to a huge boulder of a snowball. That's how the snowball effect works. So here's how it works. Again, if when you get a result, you create a story. When you create a story, people are attracted. And when the people are attracted, that in turn creates more results, which then attracts even more people, which then creates even more results. So let's talk about how to start the snowball process. Social media gives you an unprecedented opportunity in this day and age. This opportunity never existed before. And that is, it is not unusual for the people who you interact with will have hundreds of people on their social media network, even thousands of people in their social media network. This is thousands of people who you are in contact with, who you can refer to our webinars. Look at these thousands of people. They can end up being like your personal gold mine. And the beautiful part is that this is a win-win situation for all who are involved. So let's talk about how to use the leverage of networks to get the incredible snowball effect. This is just one example amongst many that you can use in this profit sharing program. Let's say, for example, you went to a barber shop that has 5 barbers. And between those 5 barbers, let's say you signed up those barbers, right, to refer people, and let's say between them they have 40 clients that buy the program. So that will come out to 40 times $125 per sale, which will equal $5,000 to you. Okay? But also keep in mind that the barbers, they will also receive their share from the profits, which will also total $5,000, and that money would be divided amongst the barbers, the ones who refer the most people. So it'll be $5,000 to you, and it'll be $5,000 to the barbers at the same time, which gives them the very same incentive that you have. Now, at this point, you have a story. You have a story about how much you've made from this program, and you also have a story about how much you were able to help the barbershop make. So now this time you can approach the next barbershop with the story of results that you got for yourself in the last barbershop. And what does that do? Now that enables you to sign up 2 or maybe 3 more barbershops, which gives you more stories. And when you get to this point, you have the power of momentum. It's like that snowball going down the hill, picking up more and more snow. So you will be a person of an influence, and success chases success. And when in this case, because you're actually producing money for other people and other barbershops, when you come along, you're actually helping to put more profits in their pockets, then people will actually chase you down. And when that happens, the sky is the limit. Now let me tell you something, guys. Once the snowball starts rolling down the hill, it's hard to stop. In other words, think about it. It is just as easy to sign 10 barbershops as it is to sign one. Why? Because you have more stories. It is just as easy to sign 20 barbershops as it is to sign 10. Why? Once again, because you've given other barbershops the opportunity to share in these profits, and they're going to want in. And it's just as easy to sign 100 barbershops as it is to sign 20. So let's just look at the numbers of how that will work. Let's say you sign 10 barbershops with 40 clients or 40 referrals, the results in sales. That would be 10 barbershops times 40 times $125 per sale, which would equals $50,000 to you. Now keep in mind the barbershops are sharing in this profit as well. So let's say you signed up 50 barbershops that had on average 40 client referrals. That would be 50 times 40 times $125 per sale, $125 per sale, which would equal $250,000 to you. Now let's say you teamed up with 100 barbershops. That would be 100 barbershops times 40 clients times 125,000. I keep saying that. I'm sorry. $125 per sale, which would come out to $500,000 to you. And if you sign up 200 barbershops, it'll be 200 times 40 times 125, which would come out to $1 million to you. Now, the beauty of the snowball effect is you have zero costs and you have zero overhead. Think about that, guys. That is crucial. In other words, the more you scale up, the bigger you get, you do not increase your costs. You do not increase your overhead, which means you do not increase your stress. For example, let's say you were to go out and buy real estate and you were kind of building more and more of your real estate portfolio. Well, what happens is when you buy more houses, you have more mortgages and you have more insurance and you have more taxes, and which can cause more stress. But in this case, it does not cost you a single dime to scale. So the only thing that changes is the size of your profit sharing program or your profit sharing check. Does that make sense, guys? So this is a win-win movement that is beneficial to all who are involved. The customers and the clients win. Why? Because they will receive the same millionaire blueprint that you received, and they will be enrolled in the same profit sharing program that you're in. So it'll give them the blueprint and the means to help change their lives. What does it mean to you? It means you'll be a part of something bigger than yourself. And it means you will be a person of stature and influence in your community because you're helping to change lives. And uh, you'll be part of making history and eliminating the wealth gap in our community. And you can build substantial income in the process. This will benefit you for the rest of your life. Now, guys, the snowball begins with you. And that's the good news because that's something that you can control. And the way you start the snowball is to take action right now. First off, get started, sign up, get involved in the profit sharing program, and start using the program so that you can get a result in your life. And it's like a double benefit. You'll get a result in your life, changing your life, and it'll give you a story to enable you to get even more results. So here's my part. My part is to provide the course, and I will provide the websites. I will provide mentorship to anyone who needs it in the program. I want to make sure you get those results. It is beneficial to everybody if you get those results. It is my job to provide the presentations. I will provide the presentations to the barbershops. You don't have to sell them. All you have to do, again, is point them in my direction, and I will do the selling. And I will provide the tools, which include scripts, brochures, and videos. In other words, You don't even need to know what to say. I will provide the script that will show you exactly what to say when in order to point somebody to our sales webinar. And the great part is they will thank you in the process because you're helping to change their life and their family's life. And I will teach you step by step the snowball effect. Now, here's your part. Your part is to start the snowball by getting that store in your life and then sending people to our websites and our presentations. Now, I'm looking to partner with 100 go getters to help us get the word out about this program. Now, if you're not a go getter, guys, that's fine. This is not for you. I don't want to sound mean, but when I'm mentoring, I only spend my time with people who are really highly motivated because my time is precious. So I'm looking for people who are highly motivated and who are willing to take action. Now, if you feel that you're one of those people, then the next step is for you to reach out to me at Joel at gsiprogram.com, or you can even call me at 510-823-9059. And we will talk a little bit. I'll next step is I'll show you the actual blueprint. I'll show you the financial empowerment course so you can see the quality of it. That's something I'm really proud of. And then we'll talk to each other and we'll decide if this is a fit for you to join us in this endeavor. Is this something that you feel is going to be a fit for you? And we'll decide if it's a fit for us to work with you. And if we decide to work together, I think we can accomplish some amazing things, both in your personal life and also in our community. So that's it, guys. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. I am super excited to talk to you, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Once again, you can contact me at Joel at gsiprogram.com. That's my email. Or you can call me at 510-823-9059. Thanks again, guys. Looking forward to talking to you.